took it over. So he's retired, but he helps. He helps us out.
Started that Washington State. Are you doing your own thing? No, I'm not professional. Washington State University.
Actually, I'm talking about the Burnpur thing. Yes. The women's voluntary service. It was really started the Chinese War, 1963-65. That's that time. But we were, of course, very much younger. It was Mrs. Aruti Dutt and all, if you've known of them. They were the senior people in Burnpur. They started the WBS is an international organization. It has we have a very good, very big organization in Calcutta, but it started in Burnpur way back in '65.
Okay.
And
It's called the Women's Volunteer
Voluntary service.
Voluntary Service.
WVS.
Okay.
And what did you do?
Actually, to start with, we sort of taught all these workers, wives and girls of the workers to do stitching and embroidery and all. Then it became a very big project. I mean, we had our own loom. We used to also make dusters and all that. And there were about 75 or more ladies, generally workers, wives and all. They used to come, we used to give them orders. I mean, we used to make them do the work. And we had a huge sales. The money that we earned, that went for various projects like education grants and hospitals and all. So that is how we earned money. Very small way we started, but it became a very large thing.
Tell us about your experience there.
When did you live there?
Lived in Burnpur from 49 till 61 when I graduated from high school. And then parents lived there till 1977.
Who were your parents?
Amalnath Bose and Anima Bose.
And what is your favorite memory from Burnpur?
Favorite memory? I don't know. Learning how to swim in Burnpur Club.
Actually, a lot of people were not born in Burnpur because it didn't have the medical facilities. So they were born in Calcutta. Mothers went to deliver their child in a better hospital. I was actually born in Burnpur and I did my entire schooling in Loreto. And there were basically 3 schools, Loreto, St. Patrick's and St. Vincent. And most of the boys went to St. Patrick's or St. Vincent. I went to Loreto and I grew up over there. And I left in 1976 and my dad left in 1983. He kind of took voluntary retirement. And then after all these years, suddenly I come here and I see people who look completely different. And it's fantastic. I wanted to come the last time in 2005. I wasn't well, so I couldn't make it. This time I made it a point to be here. And it's absolutely amazing. You see people after all these years, for a while you wonder who is this, you kind of at the back of your head, you're trying to figure out who this person is. And it's amazing, it's absolutely fabulous.
And the stories, they come flooding back when you talk to people? Do you remember the stories? Does being here remind you?
Your uncle keeps talking about his wedding. And the day after the wedding, when we all went to their house and then we all walked somewhere and went to the club, and he keeps telling me about it. And obviously I was, I was much younger than your uncle or your dad. Your dad, I don't remember that much, but your grandparents and my parents were very close. And of course my father passed away. Both my grandparents passed away. And my brother just called. He's in the US.
Right.
Just now, yeah, he's in the US. He's been there for the last 30 years. He wanted to be a part of this, but he couldn't make it. And he just called and he spoke to your uncle, he spoke to some more. They kept passing my mobile around from one person to the other, and they all kept saying, hello, Babu. He was better known as Baki, because he used to play football in back or whatever, I don't know what that means. But everyone knows him as Baki, and I'm known as Baki's sister. So they all called, and they were passing the mobile from one to the other, and everybody kept saying, Baki, do you know who's speaking? And there was a pause, and then, you should have been here today. It's absolutely fantastic. I hope they have this more often, honestly.
What's your favorite memory of Burnpur?
Oh, it was such a lovely place. I now live for the last 20 years. I've been living in Bombay, and before that, I did my college in Calcutta. I got married in Calcutta, but Burnpur was a small town, pristine. We had this club that was the only place to go to. Everybody went there swimming, playing tennis, and everybody knew everybody else. And then you suddenly move to a big city, and people don't care. And Burnpur was such a lovely place. I mean, everybody today when I come here and I see, and I just mention, obviously in all these years we've also started looking different. But then when I mention my dad's name, my mom's name, and they say, oh my God, and everybody knows everybody else. It's a small town. It was a small, tiny little community. It was really nice. You don't get that there. I would have loved to have my children experience that. In fact, I would have loved to have my children go to schools that we went to. You don't get schools with such large compounds and 9 basketball courts and a hockey field and stuff like that. I mean, in a city they don't have that kind of space. And but it was a totally different kind of environment that we grew up in. It was very different. It was really nice.